Did you just start playing Sailor Piece and are wondering in how to actually progress in the game and get max level really fast? And also like get all of the overpowered stuff really quickly? Well, I got the sauce right here. As you can see right now, I only got like 30 hours in the game, which in comparison to other games is not even that big of a grind. And I'm already max level. I got overpowered stuff. As you can see, I got King of Heroes, Great Mage, Light, and all of the goodies. And I got a lot of boosters that help me out in grinding. There are specific things that you always gotta think about while playing specific grinding games from Roblox. And when it comes to grinding games like Sailor Piece or Blox Fruits, there's always some aspects that you gotta follow. Simple aspects, but really good ones. I didn't have people help me out the entire time when I was grinding in Sailor Piece. It was actually pretty easy to do it on my own. Instead of the progressing or the leveling in Blox Fruits, you actually get to do all of the quests in Sailor Piece. Like let's say for an example, you are level 1 and you go to, let's say for an example, you go to the jungle island. You can accept any and every quest ever. What I suggest you to do, and I'm being genuine here, is just to get a friend, let him hop on the game, and just genuinely bring you to, I don't know, at least level 6,000. Like once you actually get to level 6,000, you can just manage things on your own. I mean, matter of fact, you can actually do it on your own the entire time, but it's optimal if you have a friend, because then you can just like skip a lot of things that weren't needed in the first place. Once you get a lot of like stuff readied up, you're gonna buy the Griffin Sword. The Griffin Sword helps you out on grinding so much, because instead of actual regular things, this weapon right here, like this sword right here, actually one-shots your opponents really quickly. Like let's say for an example, you're using a fruit. Let's say you're using Quake, the one that I'm using right now. It's not going to be sufficient for the starting bosses, as you will need a sword that is like better in order to progress. The Griffin Sword, like I'm going to show you this right here. I don't got like any stats on the sword, but just the fact that I can like do this, I can get like damage on every single opponent. I don't have stats in sword right now, but you can like get a big AoE on all of the opponents and kill them really quickly. And also a really good aspect in this game is just the fact that you can just stat reset the entire time, which you can't really do in Blox Fruits or in other games. You can just switch around to whatever you want whenever you want. So it's also free to play friendly too. Get the Griffin Sword and start grinding the hell out of the bosses. I'm not gonna lie, like skip all of the little bros, just actually grind the big bosses. Or matter of fact, just at least get try to get 10% in, because once you get 10% in, you're actually good to go. You're still gonna get the XP and all of the things else. When I started playing a Sailor Piece, that's literally what I did. I just went to people and into public servers. I just kept switching around, and then once I saw somebody actually kill a boss, which also, by the way, if you can get drops out of the boss, it's also pretty good, because then you can buy other things later in the game. But anyway, if you get 10% on the boss, you're able to get a lot of XP out of that without even having to accept a quest or anything. It's just pretty easy to get XP in this game, I'm not gonna lie. And also, if you want to upgrade your stuff, you can also do it pretty easily. I mean, if you want to upgrade your sword to do even more damage than it's already doing, you can just do that with the blessing. And you can, the thing is, the easy thing about this game is, first of all, you don't have your PvP enabled. Like, you don't have to have your PvP enabled all the time. And second of all, you have infinite stamina. You can just go throughout the entire map. You don't need a boat to actually traverse through the map. It's actually pretty easy to move around and navigate. What I would do, like genuinely, is just follow the main quests, kill the thief boss, get to the jungle island, move on to the snow island, to the desert island, and once you actually get to the desert island, I think you will have enough coins and enough gems. And then you will actually move to, like, you're gonna move to bosses that you can kill more easily and more frequently. Get yourself a friend and actually just go to the final islands and actually just grind. I think I got max level in the matter of like, I don't know, 10 minutes, like an hour, or like an hour to 2 hours. That was it. That was literally it. And that was what I needed in order to get max level. Also, what's also pretty good in this game, you can just like literally teleport wherever you really want to. So that's also pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Go to Sailor Island, because this island will be your best friend if you want to like actually get better at the game, because there's a lot of things to think about over here. First of all, you got titles from a boss drops, which all of them actually help you out in the game, because you will need a lot of damage boosters and you will need a lot of luck boosters. So try to kill bosses, try to kill like easy bosses. I'm gonna get into the bosses section in a second, but for now I will be telling you guys about the titles. I currently have the Ancient Mage title equipped, which gives me 90% more damage. You don't know how overpowered that is. If you're doing like, I don't know, 100 million damage, you're already doing almost a billion damage just with a title like that equipped. Also, get your stats re-rolled. If you have a lot of gems, which like in this video I'll also like get into how you can get a lot of gems too, so stick around if you actually want to find out how to do that. And then you got traits too, which is also pretty important, because all of those factors just boost whatever you got going on really much. You can boost yourself so much in this game. It's actually pretty funny. You got accessories that boost you. By the way, you can upgrade those accessories too at Shibuya Station. You got runes, which are a little bit more late game, which is also pretty overpowered if I had to say so myself. And then you got relics, which are also late game. We got auras, and you got cosmetics. And then you have Ascensions too. Ascensions will be needed, essentially. Ascensions will also be needed later in the game if you want to get to the second sea. So actually do not miss out on these. Like, I'm being serious. If you really want to get to second sea, if you want to like actually traverse in the game and get better, please do your Ascensions. Don't be like me and do them like very late once you already completed everything else. Don't do that. You're gonna bore yourself out of the grind, alright? Don't do that. That's actually really bad. And if you want to actually get some good things for like Ascensions, just go around all of the islands. You will need a lot of Ryatsu cores from Aizen, which you will get at Hollow Island. You will stand there and you will see a manipulator name pop up. You just go to that and wait. You just go to Aizen who's standing there and then just wait until he spawns. Or if he already spawned, you just kill him, or try to at least get 10% in. And same with all of the other bosses that you will need to kill. One of those bosses is the Solo Hunter. You will get a lot of dark rings from this guy. Wait, was it Solo Hunter? Yep, it's Solo Hunter. It is really stupid. Like, the grind is really annoying, but once you actually get the hang out of it, it gets easy. Bosses are also pretty important in this game. Like, definitely kill the bosses that will give you a lot of boost, and definitely try to get Gilgamesh. If you get Gilgamesh right here, bro, you're gonna like speed up your grind by so much. I'm not even lying, bro. Because his like fighting style, first of all, like once you get his fighting style, you can just AFK grind, which is pretty overpowered if you ask me. And he has like one of the biggest AoEs, if not the biggest AoE in the entire game, so you're gonna get like a lot of NPCs killed pretty easily. And this, by the way, do you see this button down here? If you click on it, it basically just does it automatically, so you don't even need an auto clicker for this. Like, you don't need a macro for that shit. It's actually macroing for you. Once you get 4 Ascensions, you can actually start using codes, which will give you a lot of coins and a lot of gems too. You see like how much gems I have? I did not grind for this, alright? I got these directly from the crates and everything that I earned from the codes, which there are a lot of them, by the way. You can just go on literally any website and just Google that up, and you will find like a zillion codes, which will give you accessories, auras, cosmetics, like you name it. There's a lot of overpowered things that you will be getting out of that. Also, if you try to get better at the game, try to get the Haki. Once you get your Haki, you're pretty much like getting a stat boost every single time you attack something, and actually progressively upgrades. I mean, the quest for it low-key sucks because you have to like do a lot of things, but you will see the quest for yourself. You have to like punch 750 times, you have to kill bosses, and you gotta kill specific enemies like a certain amount of times. I don't really know how much it is anymore because it's been like a while, but you will see for yourself. The grind is a little bit bad, but once you have it, it's actually pretty good. Same thing with Conqueror's Haki, which you can fight at Desert Island. Hold on, let me just show you this real quick. There we go. Observation Haki. I didn't even have Observation Haki. Am I stupid? I didn't even know myself, bro. I need Conqueror's Haki, bro. Hold on. I gotta unlock this, bro. Cut this out, bro. Cut this out. Is that Denji? That's not Denji. What am I looking at? That is... Bro, what the... I'm gonna leave you alone. What the frick did I just do? Yo. Alright, now we have Conqueror's Haki. The thing is, I don't really have Conqueror's Haki myself. I still have to unlock it. But like, if you finish all of the 3 Haki quests and get all Hakis, you're gonna do like a lot of damage extra. So I would advise you just to get all of them. It's gonna make your grind afterwards pretty much faster. Also, now that I think about it, do you see that little thing on my torso, that little luck leaf? Yeah, that's a race. try to get like the best races in the game. There's a lot of tier lists out there to pick like which race you should specifically get in order to progress in this game. I got the one that's called Luckborn, which gives like a lot of luck, extra boost, and whatever, bro, like damage boosts. It's considered the best one in the game currently. So try to get this. This is literally the best race. You should always just get the best out of the best. There's a lot of things to roll for in this game, like spec passives, power specs, upgrading swords, upgrading whatever. There's a lot of things that you have to pay attention to. As you can see, you have the spec passives. Try to get the Rampage one or the Fortune Chosen one, which are mythical ones. I have a lot of passive shards, so I already have all of the mythical ones. Still didn't get any of those. Try to get those, or try to get a legendary one, because you will be needing those. And if you don't have any good power, try to get the mythical one. The best one out of them is Subjugator, so try to get Subjugator, because that is like literally the best thing that you can get. It makes NPCs slower. You get a huge damage boost, a crit chance boost, luck chance boost, HP boost, like a lot of boosts just overall. Try to get that. And try to get a good spec passive. Also, you also have to pay attention to your artifact, because whatever artifacts you got on will be boosting you to like triple the amount of whatever you were capable of before that. Okay, like as you can see right here, I got damage boots, I got, I don't know, legendary crown gloves, abyssal crown helmet. I got all of those, and those just give me a huge boost in everything. You also got artifact milestones, but I don't think these are really that important, I'm gonna be honest. Also pay attention to your skill tree, because you can just upgrade your skill tree to get like a lot of extra stuff too. Like let's say for an example, you want extra HP, you want an HP build, or you want a damage build. You could like level up your crit to, I don't know, Oblivion, or your luck, which I will be upgrading sooner or later because I low-key need that. If you've reached level 13,000, I don't know which level requirement is specifically needed for this, because I did this before I even knew what the level requirement is. But if you arrive at the final island, which is over here at this big tree in the map, you will see it for yourself, or you can teleport here. I think it doesn't really matter. Go to Cartographer and just do his quest. You will have to find 2 pieces of ancient fragments, like flying around the entire map, and not really flying, like laying around in some random island in the entire map. So you will have to look out for that. I don't think it takes that long, but it's really annoying to find. And after that, you have to like kill bosses, so that is like the most tedious part. Alright, so there's 7 bosses that you have to kill after finding the 2 artifacts, and I'm gonna like list you which bosses you specifically have to kill in order to get all of the puzzle pieces. For the first map, you will have to kill Saber or Yuji, and Saber is found at the boss island, and Yuji is found at Shibuya Station. For the second one, you will have to kill Gojo or Sukuna, which are both found at the Shibuya Station. For the third one, you will have to kill Solo Hunter, which is at the Sailor Island, or King Chi, which is also spawnable at the boss island. For the fourth one, it's really bad, but you have to kill Alucard for it, which is also found at the Sailor Island. Don't be conceited though, because you will see the title of Vampire King instead of Alucard, because all of the names are like copyright. I think they're just like trying to avoid a copyright strike. So instead of Alucard, you will see a title called King of Vampires or something like that. You will have to kill that guy. And for the fifth one, you have to kill Aizen, which is found at the Hollow Island, which I talked about earlier if you guys paid attention, or Urimuru, but you have to like do a slime quest in order to do that, and that is also found on the Slime Island. For the sixth map, you have to kill Ichigo, which is at the boss island. You can just spawn him. And then for the seventh one, you have to kill Gilgamesh or the strongest of today. Honestly, just kill Gilgamesh because that's easier. You just go to boss island, spawn him as many times as you want to. I think once you get to like the second sea grinding, you will have a lot of broken swords anyway, so like spawning Gilgamesh will not be that difficult, and you will need a lot of broken swords in order to spawn Gilgamesh, so brace yourself for that. Once you have all of those finished, you can go over here and then finally finish your grinding to go to the second sea, and that is basically how you progress in this game. I think everything after that is pretty much really new and not really necessary for you to do. So other than that, I think this is like basically everything that you have to do. Let me know if I missed any points in the comments down below, and let me know if you guys want any more tutorials in order to progress or do anything in this game. I will be lending my hand in that matter, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow as usual. See you later, my bros.